That's an interesting question. The Fair Board, I've attended a couple of meetings of the Fair Board over the years, and as far as I'm concerned, anytime you have a rural or local control over the people that are actually using the facility, that's as important as it can be, rather than having a lot of oversight from above. Now that being said, do they need some additional guidance? Well, hopefully we as supervisors could step in and not mandate guidance, but offer what we could as far as education and any other services that we could help to assist so that they could see that the Fair Board is important to the county and that the people that attend are important to the county and our economic development, frankly.
Were you surprised at all, and this is another takeoff, were you surprised at all of how things unfolded out there? I mean, this was an organization you never heard very much about, and all of a sudden things start going downhill fast.
Over the years.
Yeah.
I was surprised, but I give it a lot of thought, and you look at how our demographics have changed, and I think that's a key factor in the timing of why it's going down, as well as some of the problems that have come up. We've got fewer and fewer rural families that have fewer and fewer children. They're not putting together the livestock entries that they used to, because livestock isn't a small family farm operation as it used to be. They're becoming more and more corporate, and it's really hard for a child to go in and say, hey, I'd like 1 or 2 or 3, a pen of pigs to raise. And I think that's really kind of taken away from a lot of the interest in the fair. Just that I know that the 4-H has done a good job of replacing that agricultural base with other options. As far, you know, I've seen stuff like Lego challenges. It's a wonderful idea. They get people hands-on, something anybody can do. You don't need to raise pigs or sheep. But I do think that there's something lost. Just as we've lost a lot of our small town events in the same timing. The towns aren't doing their big days or their parades anymore. It was the same timing as the fair going down. A lot of people aren't seeing that connection. I believe it's because people are seeing less of a sense of community, and that they're wanting to focus more inwards instead of outwards into their community than what they used to. And the fair is suffering because of that. Now, are there things we can do? Certainly, because we see other county fairs that are thriving. But they're doing it in an atmosphere where there aren't a lot of other options for entertainment at that time of year anyway. I'm thinking specifically of the Franklin County Fair. It's a wonderful fair. And because I'm from the south end of the county, that's where everybody has been spending their money and their attention, and they don't understand why we can't do the same thing here. Well, we have to compete with the Surf, Music Man Square, the NIAC Entertainment. There are so many entertainment options up here, as well as things like the Barbecue Bash that people, they've split. That's a small event, but everything adds up to take away from, if you want to put them on a fair, flat playing field with the other counties, they don't have that competition. And that's part of the reason why their fair is so successful and ours is dwindling.